This week on Granite State Challenge, the team from Londonderry High School takes on the team from Winnicunnet High School. Only one team will advance. Granite State Challenge starts now.
Major funding for the production of Granite State Challenge is provided by Unitil. Additional funding provided by NEA New Hampshire, Safety Insurance, New Hampshire Lottery, DF Richard Energy, HRCU, Cognia, and viewers like you. Thank you. Get ready. It's time for New Hampshire high schools to match wits in a high-stakes scholastic showdown. It's time for Granite State Challenge. Here's your host, John Cannon.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for this week's Granite State Challenge. We are in the final game of our first round of our 40th season. We've got a fun 40th season question coming up for you later in the show, which we'll talk to you about when we get there. I also want to mention that we are implementing a lot of the same safety protocols that we implemented last year, including changing our third round to a 3 strikes and you're out round. And we'll get to that later in the game as well. But most importantly, we've got 2 teams here ready to do battle to see who's going to make it on to the next round. Let's introduce them to you. First up, we have the team from Londonderry High School. They are led by senior captain Austin. Austin is joined by sophomore Nathan, Brendan, also a sophomore, and Xander, a sophomore. Their alternate is Brandon, and he is a senior, and the team is coached by Peter Willis. Their opponents this week are the team from Winnacunnet High School. The team is led by senior captain Anna, senior Marissa, senior Trey, and senior Adam. Their alternates are Sam and Julia, also both seniors, and their coach is Kevin Fleming. All right, those are the teams, but we also want to introduce you to our judge. With us again this week is Ann Belanger. All right, teams, introductions are out of the way. Go ahead and grab those signaling devices because we're going to jump right into the game. And as you know, Granite State Challenge is played in 4 rounds, and in round 1, we do 10-point toss-up questions. So, Londonderry and Winnacunnet, good luck. Here we go. The NFL team, the Baltimore Ravens, was named for a poem by this poet. Nathan of Londonderry.
Edgar Allan Poe.
That's it. This is the only state in the United States with a 1-syllable name, which is appropriate since its residents are not known for their loquaciousness. Nathan of Londonderry.
Maine.
That's it. This coastal city is the capital of Iceland and the northernmost capital city of a sovereign state. Adam of Winnacunnet.
Reykjavik.
Reykjavik's right. Teams, who is the author of the Hunger Games books? Nathan of Londonderry.
Suzanne Collins.
Yes. This North American canine was once known as the American jackal. Nathan from Londonderry.
Hyena.
Sorry, no. Adam from Winnacunnet.
Border Collie.
Sorry, it is the coyote. This poet, who wrote the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock, became the first American poet to win a Nobel Prize for Literature when he won the award in 1948. Adam of Winnacunnet.
Robert Frost.
Sorry, no. It was T.S. Eliot. This 21-stage race, which lasts 23 days, was first run in 1903 to raise the circulation of the sports newspaper Lotto. Adam of Winnacunnet.
The Tour de France.
You've got it. This Scottish novelist wrote Treasure Island, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Kidnapped, and A Child's Garden of Verses. It was Robert Louis Stevenson. The first edition of this collection of poems by Walt Whitman contained only 12 poems. By the time the last edition was published in 1891, it contained 400 poems. Classic Leaves of Grass. All right, teams, this red fruit, native to South and Central America, is a member of the nightshade family and is also known as the love apple. Adam of Winnacunnet.
Passion fruit.
Sorry, no. Austin of Londonderry.
Pomegranate.
Sorry, no, good guesses, but it's the tomato. After Thanksgiving, you might want to share a furcula with a friend or family member. What is a furcula? Trey of Winnacunnet.
A wishbone?
Correct. What 1975 film told the story of the town of Amity, Massachusetts that was threatened by a fish? Austin of Londonderry.
Jaws.
That's it. In 1977, the band Heart, led by singer Ann Wilson and guitarist Nancy Wilson, had a hit with this song named for a toothy predatory fish. Austin of Londonderry.
Barracuda.
That is it. What two men were actors before they became governor of California? Trey of Winnacunnet.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and... Pass.
Okay. Austin of Londonderry?
Schwarzenegger and Reagan.
Yes, Ronald Reagan was the other one. Aesop is credited with writing this tale about a shepherd who raised so many false alarms that he was ignored when faced with real danger. Austin of Londonderry.
The Boy Who Cried Wolf.
Correct. This 45.52 carat blue diamond has been on permanent display at the National Museum for Natural History since 1958 and has a reputation for bringing bad luck to those who wear or own it. Austin of Londonderry.
The Hope Diamond.
Correct. If you visit the National Wrestling Hall of Fame in Stillwater, Oklahoma, you will find that this president, known for his catch-as-catch-can wrestling style, was inducted in 1992 as an outstanding American. Austin of Londonderry?
Clinton.
Sorry, no. Adam of Winnacunnet.
JFK.
Both good guesses. Love this fact. It was Abraham Lincoln.
Wow.
Yeah. In 2009, this artist stormed the stage at the Video Music Awards, surprising Taylor Swift as she tried to accept her award for Best Video by a Female Artist. Trey of Winnacunnet.
Kanye West.
That is correct. In 1841, this man became the first vice president to become president when he filled the office after the death of William Henry Harrison, leading him to be called His Excellency by many. Austin of Londonderry.
John Tyler.
Correct. Teams, what president began the shortest inaugural speech of only 135 words with the line, "I am again called upon by the voice of my country to execute the functions of its chief magistrate"? Adam of Winnacunnet.
FDR.
Sorry, no. Austin of Londonderry.
Washington.
George Washington, yes. This Concord, New Hampshire. Oh, correct, yep. This Concord, New Hampshire teacher was the first civilian selected to go into space. Xander of Londonderry.
Krista McAuliffe.
Correct. All right, teams, our next question is a picture question, so go ahead and take a look at your monitors. This large diving bird breeds on lakes. It is known for its four calls, the whale, tremolo, yodel, and hoot, and can be found in New Hampshire. Anna of Winnacunnet.
The loon.
That's right. In the 1968 movie 2001, A Space Odyssey, writers Stanley Kubrick and Arthur C. Clarke chose this song for the computer HAL 9000 to sing as it was dying because it was the first song ever sung by a computer. Austin of Londonderry.
Daisy.
Yes. The New Hampshire seal includes a frigate that bears the name of this capital of a southern state. And on that ship, on the New Hampshire seal, you will see the name Raleigh. All right, teens, finish this proverb. You can catch more flies with honey than with... Austin of Londonderry?
Vinegar.
Correct. There are 62 national parks in the United States. Only one of them is found in New England. What is it, and in what state is it located? Austin of Londonderry?
Acadia in Maine.
Correct. On December 20th, 1860, South Carolina became the first state to secede from the Union. On May 20th, 1861, this state became the last. Trey of Winnacunnet.
Texas.
Sorry, no. Brendan of Londonderry.
Tennessee.
Sorry, nope. Always worth a guess. It was North Carolina. What is the tendency of an object at rest to remain at rest called? Austin of Londonderry.
Inertia.
Correct. What? Well, we will save that question for the next round because that sound ends round 1, and Londonderry looks like out to a bit of a lead by a score of 150 to 50. All right, great rounds, teams. We're going to keep it rolling into round 2. In round 2, we're going to continue with the toss-up questions. We're going to double the point value, though, so these are 20 points toss-up questions. Londonderry and Winnacunnet, good luck. Here we go. What is it called when the referee drops the puck between two opposing players at the beginning of a hockey game? Adam of Winnacunnet.
Face-off?
Yes. This indie singer-songwriter released her first studio album, Stranger in the Alps, in 2017. Her latest album, Punisher, was released in 2020 and features the songs Garden Song, Kyoto, and I Know the End. Adam of Winnacunnet.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Correct. This toothed whale is black and white and was featured in the 1993 film Free Willy. Adam of Winnacunnet.
Orca?
Yes. This Nordic country's independence from Russia was recognized by the Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic on January 4th, 1918. Austin of Londonderry.
Finland.
Yes. All right, teams, our next question is our Unitil power question, which is worth double the points. So this is a 40-point toss-up coming to you on your monitors. Take a look.
This 1983 song by British musician Eddie Grant was about a street in London and the 1981 Brixton riot between black youth and the police over stop and frisk policies.
All right, that was Electric Avenue. Teams, this Alabama senator was the first attorney general appointed by Donald Trump. Austin of Londonderry.
Sessions.
Jeff Sessions is right. In his song, Carolina in My Mind, which he wrote while he was in London to record at Apple Studios, James Taylor sings a line about being surrounded by a holy host of others. The holy host of others he refers to was this band. Austin of Londonderry.
The Beatles.
Yes. In 1960, Sirimavo Bandaranaike became the first female prime minister in the world when she was elected leader of this island country in South Asia. Adam of Winnacunnet.
Philippines?
Sorry, no. Austin of Londonderry.
Indonesia.
Sorry, it was Sri Lanka. There are 4 extant mammal species known as monotremes, all found in Australia and New Guinea. What unique method of bearing young do all monotremes share? Austin of Londonderry.
Eggs.
Yes, they lay eggs, a platypus and 3 species of echidna. Located in the refectory of the Convent of Santa Maria delle Grazie in Milan, Italy, this painting by Leonardo da Vinci depicts Jesus and the 12 disciples. Austin of Londonderry.
The Last Supper.
Yes. This band, fronted by Jim Morrison and known for songs like Light My Fire, Break On Through, and Riders on the Storm, was named for something you open and close. Austin of Londonderry.
The Doors.
That's it. All right, teams, we have reached our 40th question of the match. This is our 40th anniversary question worth 40 points, and it comes to us from season 34 of Granite State Challenge. The male of this marine mammal has a long single tooth protruding from the upper lip that looks like a tusk or unicorn horn. Adam of Winnacunnet.
Narwhal?
That's it. Teams, name one of the 2 radioactive elements discovered by Marie and Pierre Curie. Adam of Winnacunnet.
Radon?
Sorry, no. Austin of Londonderry.
Radium.
Radium and polonium was the other. This football coach, who led the Oakland Raiders to the Super Bowl XI championship in 1977, was also a legendary color commentator and lent his name to a series of football video games. Nathan of Londonderry.
Madden.
John Madden is right. The Broadway musical Les Miserables is based on the 1862 novel of the same name by this French author. Austin of Londonderry.
Hugo.
Victor Hugo, yes. The world's tallest tree, a 275-foot tall giant sequoia found in the giant forest of Sequoia National Park in California is thought to be between 2,200 and 2,700 years old and is named for this Civil War general? Adam of Winnacunnet.
Grant.
Sorry, no. Is named for William Tecumseh Sherman. Delaware was the first of the original 13 colonies admitted to the Union. Rhode Island was the 13th. Where does New Hampshire fall on this timeline? Austin of Londonderry.
9th.
Number 9 is right, and that is the end of round 2, and Londonderry extending their lead by a score of 350 to 150. All right, great job, teams. We're going to go into round 3, and in round 3, our 3 strikes and you're out round. Each team will get 10 questions in a category. We'll give you 10 points for each correct response, and a bonus of 10 points if you get them all correct. And we'll go down the line asking each one of you a question. If you don't know the answer, you can pass or say, I don't know. We will play until you have 3 strikes and you're out, or until all questions are asked. All right, Anna and Winnacunnet, we're going to start with you, but Anna, as team captain, you get to choose from these categories. Mind your P's and Q's, around the world, and common cold.
Common cold.
Common cold. All right. The answers to all of the following will include the word cold. All right? Anna, period of geopolitical tension between the United States and the Soviet Union.
Cold War.
Correct. Marissa, term for a long-standing crime that hasn't been solved.
Pass.
Cold case.
Trey, cold case is correct. Adam, another term for deli meats.
Cold cuts.
Correct. Anna, many reptiles and amphibians that need to warm themselves in the sun are this.
Cold-blooded.
Correct. Marissa, suddenly quitting a bad habit can be called going this.
Pass.
Trey, same question.
Cold turkey.
Correct. Adam, this is a term for a nuclear reaction that could occur at room temperature. No communicating, sorry.
Pass.
Pass, all right. Anna, that is your last pass.
Could you repeat the question?
This is a term for a nuclear reaction that could occur at room temperature.
Cold reaction.
Sorry, it was cold fusion. Marissa, Chris Martin is the lead singer for this British rock band known for the song Viva La Vida.
Coldplay.
Correct. Trey, these are caused by the herpes simplex virus.
Cold sores.
Correct. Adam, professional wrestler Steve Austin competed under this name.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Correct. And Anna, this non-fiction novel by Truman Capote tells the story of the 1959 murders of 4 members of the Clutter family.
Cold-blooded.
Sorry, it is In Cold Blood is the answer to that one. So at the end of their round, 8 out of 10 on your 3 strikes round. Great job, Winnacunnet. Great score. Londonderry, we turn to you. And Austin, as team captain, you can choose from the remaining 2 categories. Mind your P's and Q's and around the world.
Mind your P's and Q's.
Mind your P's and Q's. Okay, the answers to all of the following will include both a P and a Q. All right, Austin, 4-letter word for a witty remark.
Quip.
Correct. Nathan, you can call a course you must take before you can take another course this.
Prerequisite.
Correct. Brendan, the opposite of transparent.
Opaque.
Opaque is right. Xander, an award you can hang on a wall or a deposit on your teeth.
Plaque.
Correct. Austin, a follow-up novel that tells the story of what happened before the original work.
Prequel.
Correct. Nathan, decorative needlework applied to another piece of fabric. Don't know? It is applique. Brendan, the Boston Celtics play on this type of patterned floor.
Pass.
All right, Xander, same question.
Pass.
Pass, that's 2 passes. Austin?
Pass.
All right, that is your last pass. Nathan?
Parquet.
Parquet is right. Brendan, 5 babies born at the same time to the same mother.
Quintuplets.
Quintuplets is right. Xander, muscle found at the front of the thigh.
Not sure.
It is quadricep. And Austin, you might call someone who is small, young, or insignificant this. It is pipsqueak. 7 out of 10 on your 3 strikes rounds. All right, so score saying more or less even after 3 rounds, which means we're going to go into round 4, in which we continue with the 20-point toss-up questions. However, we will be deducting 20 points for incorrect responses in this round. So play smart and play strategic. Londonderry and Winnacunnet, here we go. Cows, pigs, giraffes, horses, camels, sheep, deer, and hippopotamuses are all ungulates. What feature do all ungulates share? Trey of Winnacunnet.
Hooves.
Hooves is right. Cartoon character Bart Simpson is known for the catchphrase, "Eat my shorts." Ninja Turtle Michelangelo is known for cowabunga. Fred Flintstone is known for yabba dabba doo. What cartoon character is known for the phrase, "good grief"? Anna of Winnacunnet.
Charlie Brown.
Correct. Mark Twain's novels, Tom Sawyer and The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, are both set in this Missouri town where Twain was raised. Austin of Londonderry.
Hannibal.
Yes. Virginia planter and politician Patrick Henry is perhaps best known for declaring this to a group at the Second Virginia Convention in 1775. Patrick Henry said, "Give me liberty or give me death." Queen Elizabeth II has met every U.S. president that served during her reign, with the exception of this president, who served from 1963 to 1969. Austin of Londonderry?
LBJ.
Correct. Boxer Cassius Clay, considered by many to be the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time, changed his name to this in 1964. Adam of Winnacunnet.
Muhammad Ali.
Yes. The orangutan is a primate found in rainforests in parts of Borneo and Sumatra. Spell orangutan. Trey of Winnacunnet.
Orangutan.
Well done. There are 118 elements on the periodic table. The last element is the synthetic chemical oganesson. What is the first element? Anna of Winnacunnet.
Hydrogen.
Correct. This wizard has been played by Richard Harris and Michael Gambon in the Harry Potter movies. Marissa of Winnacunnet.
Dumbledore.
Yes. This character, found on Skull Island in the Pacific Ocean by a film crew, was captured and taken to New York City. Marissa of Winnacunnet.
King Kong.
Yes. Charlie Parker, John Coltrane, Lisa Simpson, and former President Bill Clinton are all known for playing this reed instrument. Adam of Winnacunnet.
Saxophone.
Yes. 3 countries have dragons on their flags. 2 of them are Malta and Bhutan, and the third is this country that is part of the United Kingdom. Austin of Londonderry.
Wales.
Yes. Finish this proverb taken from William Congreve's 1697 play, The Morning Bride. Music has charms to soothe the savage blank. Adam of Winnacunnet.
Soul.
Sorry, no. Londonderry? Is to soothe the savage breast. Jack, Danny, and Wendy Torrance, along with a bunch of spirits, all spend part of a winter together in the Overlook Hotel in Stephen King's 1977 novel, The Shining. In what state is the fictional Overlook Hotel located? Austin of Londonderry.
Colorado.
Correct. This could be a collection of short musical pieces played in order or a group of swanky hotel rooms. Adam of Winnacunnet.
A suite.
Correct. In what 1985 movie will you find a DeLorean with the license plate out of time? Anna of Winnacunnet.
Back to the Future.
Yes. In painting and sculpture. And that sound wins our game. A late charge by Winnacunnet, but not quite enough to overcome a strong Londonderry team. It will be Londonderry moving on to the next rounds. Congratulations, Londonderry. We'll see you in a few weeks. And great job, Winnacunnet. Tightly fought match. We hope you had fun. And thank you so much for coming. And we hope you had fun as well this week on Granite State Challenge. We do hope you join us next week for the first game in our second round. That will do it for us for today. I learned a lot, and I hope you did too. We'll see you next time.
Major funding for the production of Granite State Challenge is provided by Unitil. Additional funding provided by NEA New Hampshire, Safety Insurance, New Hampshire Lottery, DF Richard Energy, HRCU, Cognia, and viewers like you. Thank you.